Hey y'all, always good to see you here on Grassroots Gardening. Now, I don't want anybody judging me on my refrigerator contents, but we've got to get something out of here that we've had in for a few months, and that is our hardneck garlic, or porcelain type. And this particular variety is called Music, as you see there on the package, and it is more grown up north. You can grow it down here. Hey Pepe, you just had to come be in the video, didn't you, buddy? Anyway, this is a northern variety, and we can grow them down here, but they have to go through what's called stratification. So if you want to impress your plant nerd friends, instead of cold treatment, you can say stratification. So we've had them in the fridge, like I said, for about 2 months now, and we're going to go out here and plant them in our raised bed, but we gotta kind of hurry. You have to say that slowly. You'll have to forgive me. It's early in the morning. I just jumped out of the shower. And we've got to hurry because we've got a cold front coming and big thunderstorms. The same line that went through Tennessee last night that caused all the tornadoes. But I'm out here in shorts. I'm barefoot. I'm loving it. I'm just in a great mood today. Christmas is almost here, so that's another factor with planting this type of colder, hardy garlic. We're gonna plant ours. We're like December 10th is what today is. So we're gonna plant in December. Our others, if you remember, right here in the raised bed, we planted what, about 2 months ago, something like that. And they're doing really good. They got nice tops on them. And then I'll go ahead and tell you guys, all of this grass-like stuff that you see here, I totally forgot about, you know, what wheat straw does if it's already got seeds on it. Remember, we came in and put this wheat straw down to help protect these tender tops when it got freezing during our first frost. But evidently, yeah, and here you can see it right here, the wheat had seeds on it. And so what has happened, those seeds have fallen down into the soil and germinated. I'm not going to worry about it because, well, when it gets warm, this weed will die off. If it does get on my nerves, I'll come in here and just rip it off. I've got my hoary knife out here. So I think, and remember we put our little tags in here? Yeah. So we've got 1, 2, 3 rows of garlic. We did our soft neck. And then if you remember, we did our grocery store experiment garlic right here. So I think what we should do, just to learn, is let's pop a few of these up out of the ground and just see what stage they're at after planting them after they've been in the ground for 2 months. Let's just see what they're doing. So I'm just gonna take my hoary knife, which this is a really handy tool. So if you still got anybody on your Christmas list, you got a little bit of time to get them a present. This would make a cool gift for a gardener. I'll put a link to a good one in the description below. I'm just gonna take and hold the garlic top, put my knife way down in the ground. And again, this is not something that you want to be doing because we are disrupting this little dude. So this is just for educational purposes only, but there's what we've got. Nice root growth, but that garlic clove has not yet began to divide. And didn't expect it to, because it will wait till next spring before it adds more and more cloves. It smells awesome though. That's kind of neat. That's how we learn right there, guys. I just like to dig stuff up, just see what it's doing. The clove has swollen a good bit, and so it's just going to chill out for the months of January and February, and then in April, March, April, it should start dividing. All right, let's get this guy back down in the ground. I'm not going to dig up into the others because they're probably honestly just doing the exact same thing because they were all planted pretty much at the same time. So I went ahead and used some of our copper tags and just wrote hardneck garlic, porcelain, and the variety Music. I don't know if you guys can see that I'm moving around and it's just sparkling. But anyway, we're going to use one of our copper tags. We've still got a bunch of room right over here. We can go ahead. Our Roma tomato obviously did not fare too well during the freeze, and he is slimy. He is done. So we're gonna add him to our compost pile here in just a minute. All the tomatoes that didn't make it, just gonna leave them in there. That's just gonna add organic content back to our soil. And it looks like we've got an onion right here. Let me make sure I'm not stepping on any of my garlic rows. Looks like it's just about right here. Looks like we've got some onions that were left over from, okay. Oh, that broke it off down in there. So, not gonna worry about him, but we've got a few more right here. I do want to see what the actual onion is doing. And it's rotted. Because the ground has done got cold, see that? He's all nasty and slimy. So that's gonna go to the compost pile as well. So I'm just trying to make us a little bit of room so that we can come in here and plant our porcelain hardneck garlic. Man, it feels awesome out here. It's kind of ominous because just the sky looks funky. It's warm and it's December. It's just kind of weird. But they had some bad storms come through last night. I think a couple people actually died, unfortunately. Some of those tornadoes up in Tennessee. But that same front is moving through as we speak. I think it was somewhere over in Georgia coming this way. I'm gonna go ahead and rip up this wheat, at least to kind of kill it so it doesn't turn into big huge wheat stalks out here in our raised bed. So I'm just gonna kind of scatter it around a little bit. Now, if you watched any of my videos, you know we're always going to use Biotone Organic Starter anytime we plant something. This is going to give us all of our beneficial microbes and fungi. Just get these plants out to a great start. We're not going to use much because we don't want to fertilize until springtime comes around. Just a little sprinkle right through there. Now, let's take a look at our porcelain garlic. I got these down at the garden center when they came in and immediately went ahead and threw them in the fridge. We're going to do it just like we did the others. Just kind of get rid of this outer big paper layer. Kind of twist them a little bit. Wow, these are nice big old cloves. Look at the size of that, guys. That's awesome. This thing gets done hopefully in the early summer. We're going to pull us up some giant garlic bulbs. And all we're going to do, we're going to make sure that we have the pointy end up, and we're just going to plant it. Since these cloves are so big, I'm probably going to go about 2 inches deep and space them out about 5 inches apart. That's kind of neat. So I've never grown hardneck or porcelain garlic before, but there's your actual hard neck. So that's why they call it hardneck garlic. But that's your neck that comes up right there from the base. And with your soft neck, obviously it's much softer, but that's actually true to the name. It's pretty dang hard. And look at that. I thought this was 2. Is this not 2? That is 1. Yeah, that is 1 clove of garlic right there, y'all. Jeez Louise, that is giant. So that whole garlic bulb only had 3 cloves in it. I'm gonna pop him in right there. Find my other bulb, and let's see how many cloves this dude has got. I think he's got more. We'll just kind of twist a little bit, break it up. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, and get that neck out of there. Oh, he's got much more. 5 and 6. So we're just going to continue the same theme, a couple inches apart, about 1.5 inches, 2 inches deep. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. We're going to have to make them a little bit tight because I don't want to do a whole nother row. But just as long as the garlic clove has enough room to make a garlic bulb. So a little bit tighter than I would like. Only got about 2 inches, but it just kind of is what it is. Now all we got to do is just cover them right up and let them do their thing. Sit out here and chill out during the winter time, and then in the spring we really should get a bunch of growth, and then early summer, like I said, should be pulling up some garlic to use in the kitchen. Now what I'm going to do is not step on my garlic. I'm going to take some of this old wheat straw and some of the actual wheat seeds that have germinated. Help keep that soil moist as well. And then here they'll shoot up through this just like these guys have. So this will just kind of help protect them and keep them moist. Nice growing environment over the winter. I tell y'all what, this little raised bed, as you can see behind me when we did our collards and broccoli and kale, this little raised bed has brought me almost more enjoyment out of anything else in my yard. It was so simple to build. The soil's so rich because we added all that land and sea organic compost. We've added worm castings. But it's just been fun, and it's right outside my back door, so I can come get stuff to cook with. Plus, I can sit right by the fire, watch my garden. I love this little raised bed. It's so simple, but it has brought me the most joy out of just about anything. I'm just going to take my tomato cage, stick him right back in there. We'll be using him here in the next few months. The other cool thing about wintertime is, you know, I hate winter. If you guys know me and I can't get the hair out of my face because, well, my hands are dirty. I hate wintertime. Wintertime is stupid and it's cold and I don't like it. That's why I'm in such a good mood today, because I was actually able to put shorts on and come get into my garden barefoot. But the most exciting thing for me is that spring is the very next season. And gardening is great because there's always something to look forward to. But that helps me get through winter, just knowing that spring is right around the corner. All right, let's go around here and put our biotone back in the greenhouse and wash our knife off so it don't rust. And I got to feed the birds all before the storm gets here. And you can just kind of feel the energy in the air, man. It's coming quick. Well, my summer feet have left me, and these rocks hurt pretty bad. Yes, I hear you. Yes, I hear you. I know I'm a little late on breakfast. I keep all my biotone in here in the greenhouse just to keep it drier. Get our knife all washed and cleaned up. And wash my hands so I can get this damn hair out of my face. Finally, much better. I don't know, I'm just letting my hair grow out. I don't know why. One, I don't like getting my hair cut. And two, well, that's all I got. I just don't like getting my hair cut. Hey you guys, how y'all doing today? So I've moved the birds obviously inside the greenhouse. This is the big old cage that I had custom built, I guess maybe 2 years ago. Pretty large, but these guys hopefully appreciate it because outside in the aviary it's been getting really cold, so they can stay in here in a nice warm greenhouse. Let's get them a little bit of food and then let's go watch this storm roll in. And I had a little bit of a, not a mouse problem, but a rat problem out here in the greenhouse. See what they did to my darn container. So I put me a rat trap over there. I've caught 3 big ones so far. I hate that they're even out here, but it just kind of is what it is with the birds making a mess and the warm greenhouse. They're just trying to find a warm spot to live. Oh yeah? What do you guys think about it? This is their seed mix. They get 1.5 cups to 2 cups a day. And now I gotta figure out how to hold the camera and open the door and not let that dude right there bite me. You gotta get off the bowl, dude, so I can feed you. There you go, buddy. I know. Give it a second. I know you want that walnut. Alright, y'all, enjoy your breakfast. Put that back. I gotta get me another Tupperware container, though, man. Look at those teeth. Golly, man. Destructive little boogers. Well, while we're in here, y'all, and they're right in front of us, let's take a look at our tomatoes. This one has outperformed this guy big time. I don't know exactly. They're both in the same light conditions and same amount of water, same size pot, but nonetheless, getting some good growth. I'm gonna go ahead and get this sucker right here. Oh, and look, we've got us a flower set just starting right there at the end of my finger. So it won't be too long. We'll have some pretty little yellow flowers. And then what we're gonna have to do, I've got a pollinating wand, which is kind of like a vibrating toothbrush, because there's no pollinators in here and because it's winter. So when those flowers open up, we gotta come by and touch it with a little wand to pollinate the tomatoes. And so far, so good. Everything else out here in the greenhouse is just chilling. Got some nice lemons. I've been using those for drinks and such. Actually, I used some in the dish, some salmon the other night. And I managed to get this big old calathea drug in the greenhouse the other day, the plumeria. He ain't liking it too much. He's dropping a few leaves, but at least he'll live through the winter. Oh, and look, we got a new leaf on a red moon that just opened up like 2 days ago. Isn't that beautiful? Never seen a plant with that much red on it. Beautiful, beautiful plant. Then our Spanish moss. I love this stuff. I brought this back from the coast, and from just one little clump, I have created kind of a neat little atmosphere in here. But I just hung it everywhere. I just hang it from pots. I just threw it up over driftwood. But doesn't it look cool how it just hangs down? It just gives a neat, like, jungle atmosphere. I even just put it on wire up there in the ceiling. All my orchids really need some attention. I just haven't done it. I don't really have any good excuse for you. Just haven't been out here long enough to play. But hopefully January, February, when it's real cold and we can't be outside, we can come in here and get some of these orchids potted up. Of course, I'll show you guys that, and we'll just come out here, chill out, and get our gardening therapy any way that we can. And our variegated hibiscus is trying to give us a little flower. It needs some more light, but isn't that a pretty leaf? Kind of like camouflage type variegation. Need to take some cuttings off of him. Oh, and we've got some aphids. I don't know if you guys can see that right there, but it is covered. So we're gonna have to spray some 7 out here real soon before this becomes a big problem and everybody has aphids on them. Guys, thank you as always for hanging out with me. I just heard the first rumble of thunder, so I'm gonna get my butt back inside. Maybe I'll make a time lapse of the storm coming, but appreciate y'all as always. Hit that like and subscribe down there if you haven't already. I appreciate you. Remember, the more you know, the more you grow. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.